Hey, yo, it's four young kings just sitting and chilling because we rather count money instead of your opinions.
Welcome to another episode of Your Opinion Don't Count. It's finally Friday. It's your boy, Currently Original.
Yeah.
DJ laughing at my ass.
He said my name already.
And it's Commander Dito.
Yeah.
Tito,
I know
don't make me
DJ.
see. Don't make these people see the side of me on camera, bro. Alright?
Come on,
Don't
Dito. Oh Lord.
Don't make these people see the
Hey,
murderous intent I be having towards you
They need to
when you do this dumbass shit.
They need to change that Commander to General, so y'all call me the General. You see?
There's already one of
You
those,
can
and he
be
sells
doing-
fucking insurance. So stop it, okay? Stop it,
yeah,
alright? So stop it.
The General.
5-star General at that. See what I say?
You want to be the Colonel to it. And fry some chicken to it.
This is really annoying. This is like really grinding my gears.
I know.
I'm so mad right now.
Sheesh.
Oh man.
But yeah, though, it's finally Friday.
Yeah, you said that.
And
Too.
yeah.
And
Most
you
people
what?
have
And you ain't what?
most people have 40-hour work weeks, and I really don't think we should be working 40 hours, dog.
Nah, so how much hours we should work?
Less than 40.
Just less. Okay.
30,
okay.
As
hey, it's
far as-
America. 39.99.
As
Yeah.
far
39
as far as the
hours.
work week go,
and 59
9
minutes. That's what he wants.
nah. As far as the work week go, 9 to 5. I mean, like, obviously the human body
Who
could
the-
work longer than that because
Who the fuck
we-
invented that?
we
bro?
work forever when we work on something we passionate about or just into it. We'll stay there all day. Know what I mean?
I mean, it's studies and stuff that have benefits and stuff for working less hours and stuff like that, or more so having breaks in between. You got some countries like Spain they have a break in the middle of the workday for siesta. People go and sleep and stuff like that or whatever. It breaks up your day. I mean, on this side of the world, we accustomed to it. Yeah, it's draining depending on what it is you're doing. But I think a bigger issue ain't so much the hours. I think a bigger issue is a lot of people feel stuck in doing things that
Think
they
it's-
really don't want to do.
You think it's the pay?
I think pay has
It's 40 hours. I mean,
it has a factor to do with it, because I mean, if you're doing a job and you just scraping by, even though you love it, you still have some form of frustration because you just scraping by. But if you're doing something you love and you getting let me not say properly compensated, but more so you're making enough to more than just get by. Your bills are covered, you're able to save some, and you're still able to go out and have fun and stuff like that. That if you're doing something you love, I feel you'll be satisfied with that.
what you think, DJ? We should work 20 hours a week, same pay? Huh?
I am definitely okay with that, bro.
I wouldn't be against it.
20 hours for the same pay. That's some
Doubling,
crazy
that's doubling your pay right now, whatever you make. Or either double it.
It ain't doubling it.
Yeah,
it's-
if you get paid the
it's
same
double-
thing, I work half the
half
time. Yeah.
It's doubling your pay. So when you work 40 hours,
Yeah, I would like to double my pay now though. Double my pay now and work my 40 hours. That's what y'all could do for me.
Sheesh.
I mean, I think like some of the larger companies and stuff like that, like Google and Apple.
They got some, yeah.
and like
Depending on what you do.
yeah, like depending on what you do, like they have things to break up the day. So like when you take breaks, like you ain't just working on a project all the time, right? They have these break rooms and these sleep pods and all these type of stuff. They got whole pool tables.
Yeah,
and
but what you
swimming
got to do to
pools.
work in fucking Apple to get to, I mean in Google.
I mean, do an interview. I did an interview with Google before. It's a 3-stage interview. I got the second stage and I went no further.
With this before you had a beard?
Yes, it was before I had a beard.
That's probably why.
And trust me, I was so looking forward to that. I'd had to move to Atlanta, but I was looking forward to that.
So
What y'all think about working like Like not working 5 days, like working 3 days a week, even if you work your same hours. Like work 14 hours, 15-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts, and only work 3 days a
I
week.
used to do that at one of my
Where
old
you have
jobs.
where you have 5 days out of the week to really enjoy what you want to do, you know?
I think it then becomes it comes to a point that you burn out, and then also I think when you say doing something you really want to do, that's where I think that whatever work it is you do, it should be something you really want to do, something you enjoy doing, because then it don't really feel like work. Sometimes, yeah, you going no matter what job you do, even if you completely love it, it's gonna be time that you have stresses with it.
Yeah, yeah. But I
But
mean, you still, regardless, you still got people out there we have 9 to 5 jobs that people always gonna work. Know what I mean?
yeah,
You got some people who don't mind it, and you got some people who wanna get out. But like those who wanna get out, our time so limited because we spend 5 days a week. Some of us do 8 hours. A lot of people do 10 to 12 hours realistically. Know what I
yeah.
mean? And then commute, and then you get home, and it's only time to sleep, and you only have 2 days to really work on what you want to work on. By the time you wash clothes and do like basic necessities, you ain't got no time to basically like venture out into something else. Or
We kind of had this conversation when we talking with time. Like yeah, I mean, and I think, like I say, I think 8 hours is a lot to like go to a job.
But I mean and that's where it comes down to the deal you make with the employer. I mean, you have some jobs where you work less hours. You have some jobs where you work more.
yeah, you
Like
got
like when I work. I mean, I still worked 40 hours a week, but when I worked for Dish Network, I worked three three full days and I had a half day. Right, so I worked 3.5 days a week and I had 3.5 days off. But I work from 6 to 6. You
It's
know what I
12
mean?
hours.
Yeah,
yeah.
but I mean, like
That's any job when you do a 12-hour shift. You'd
yeah,
have three 12-hour days on half day.
yeah, but I mean that's what they came up with. So I did have a longer weekend, a longer, I guess, weekend or whatever you want to call it, but I still had to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? So for me, I mean, I just think that people need to get outside. They need to understand what a job is and be like, okay, you're here working for somebody. And yeah, there are some people who they just gonna do that, right, and make somebody else rich, and they fine with that or whatever. They getting their pay every week. You know, we can't just have a bunch of chiefs. You have chiefs and Indians, right? You need somebody still to run the workforce, and so in that regard, I think that there are going to be people that want to step away from that, and they, no matter what situation they in, they still gonna find ways to say, you know what, I want to do something else. Let me go venture off. I take my own time, regardless how limited that is, and still go ahead and do that. And we the perfect example because we sitting here in our off time doing this.
Yeah, it's off time though.
Yeah,
And not everybody get the luxury to say, let me adventure or venture off into something. Not everybody get that luxury.
everybody have that luxury.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
People is put themselves in the mind frame and be like, oh shit, I gotta do all of this stuff for work and all of these types of things, and they kill themselves for these jobs that at the end of the day,
They don't give a fuck.
I mean,
You replaced.
even if you had a job that people really do care and they do whatever they could to support you and all these type of stuff, at the end of the day, if something would have happened, you leave,
No,
you're still going to
you're
be replaced.
Yeah.
The day goes on, business still have to percolate, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
well, I mean,
regardless of what it is, even if you start your own business, if somebody decide to quit, flipping time still go on, you still got to fill in that position to say, okay, I have a construction business, my foreman quit, okay, either I promote somebody else into that position or I find somebody else to fill that position, you know what I mean? My drywall person stopped, hey, you find a better job. Okay,
Nah, yeah,
this
you
job
always
still
can
got to
be,
get done. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah,
you
but I
always
talking
can
about
be replaceable.
I talking about the luxury.
mean,
I talking about the luxury shit. Like, what about that single mom that cannot go just venture off and do what she wanna do, like work wise, cause she gotta pay that rent. She gotta take care of that kid. Yada yada. She can't just go venture off. And there's a lot of them out there.
But there are single mothers out there that do find that time to do that.
Who?
That too. You
Yeah,
got
they-
some people. Yeah, they find the time.
They find the
But
time.
the
But
to-
y'all
time
ain't giving
was-
me like no examples.
There's
Okay.
very little time.
There
out
was a
there.
lady who she was only making so much, also single mother, and she was like, okay, what else? What can I do to make more money? And what she decided to do, and this was early in the 90s, first thing I could think off the top of my head, she started putting she made like apple pies or blueberry pies or whatever type of pie it was. And this was back when we actually, before the internet, had magazines and shit, and you flip to the back and they have all these ads at the back of the magazine. And she was selling her pie recipe for $3 a pop. She had a bunch of people say, hey, let me buy this pie recipe. And then she'd mail them out the pie recipe. And she started making money from that.
Nah, yeah, people find.
I mean,
the time.
it's always there's always some kind
But
of time.
I don't look at that as a venture off. You could work and still do that, bro. Like, you could go to your job, your 9 to 5, and still do your blueberry pie ad in the magazine, bro.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
people.
That ain't a venture off. That's
Yeah,
just
what you
some
mean?
side money.
What you consider as venture off then? Like go
Yeah.
out into the world and go hike?
No, stupid. I talking about like venture off and like, I'ma quit and I'ma go and seek like a better situation. Like, I don't know. I probably explaining it wrong, but when you say like venture off and do something, you talking about looking for a new job while you working?
You could do that, or there's this.
Yeah, then everyone
was-
could do that then
hold-
if
hold
that's basically.
Hold on, but not just that. There was this single father who I can't remember his name, but he wrote a book, and what he did is he sacrificed some of his sleep time because he understood and he I guess over time, you set your sleep schedule, your body will get used to it. In the beginning stages, you'll be tired or whatever, but he said, you know what? I got to go to work. I got to come home, take care of my kids. Then I got to put them to bed, and I got to go to sleep. And what he found was that after he put the kids to bed, okay, staying up an extra 2-3 hours so I could work on writing this book. And that's what he did. And he only ended up getting 5-6 hours of sleep, whatever it was. But he carved out that time and said, you know what? This is how I going to do it. And now I could do this. I take this time for me. This is my venture off. I want to write this book. This is what I going to do. And it was a sacrifice, just like everything
Yeah,
is a
take time
sacrifice.
from somewhere.
Yeah,
And that's my point at a 40-hour work week. Like, like you gotta find this time somehow. You shouldn't be sacrificing your sleep time, but that's what it's come to in some people's situation. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate.
I mean, everything is a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Because like when I sit down and I was a chef and I decided I wanted to work on cars, I had to go to school. I was working during the day and I was like, you know what? I tell my chef, I say, hey, I need to be able to go to school. These are 2 schedules for school. I need to either be able to go to school from 6:30 to 1 in the afternoon, or from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And so he said, the only option I have is to work overnight. So I said, all right. So I went to work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Had to be in class at 6:30, and went to school from 6:30 to 12:45. And I did that. Y'all was right there with me. I did that every day for a year.
Man, you slept.
Huh?
You slept at 12. You fucking was knocked right out.
Exactly. I'd come home and knock out.
Sleep
But-
there, train
but-
your body.
Yeah, but it's that this is what I have to do to better myself. It may be a sacrifice right now, but is this payoff that I'm working towards beneficial for me?
At the end
Yeah.
point I trying to get to.
Okay, so what's
You
the point
see what
you
I'm
trying
saying?
to get?
Yeah, he on some
Is it-
inspirational
it-
shit. He
Yeah,
on
no,
some
no,
work
and I
hard,
No, I
sacrifice,
down with that.
all
I
of
down
this
with
shit.
that. Yeah, that's
Nah,
what the
fuck that.
capitalists saying. Yeah,
Fuck
they
that.
saying
I
work
ain't
this-
even agree with that.
Yeah, they say
I can't
work
wait
this
till it's
fucking
my
9
turn.
to 5 and just Know what I mean? Find it
Fuck
in your
that.
own time.
I ain't even agree with
But
But you gotta live like no one else,
you
so
got-
you could live like no one else, bro.
yeah. So
If that makes sense to you, you see what I'm
Bruh.
saying?
nah, I down with Dito. I down
See what I'm
with
saying?
with what Dito's
Nah.
saying. Know what I mean?
Nah, fuck that.
But
Drink your damn tea.
I think and it probably ain't ever gonna happen. But yeah, I think we need to lessen our workload.
Y'all hear that? Rico
Let's-
for president.
Yeah, lessen our workload. Know what I mean? Or up our pay, because some people honestly don't mind working 40 hours, but some people can't even work 40 hours and get by, bro. Like a lot of people like be begging for overtime to work 50, 60 hours. Know what I mean? Like some people just work nearly 70 hours in a week.
And why they working? Why they working all that time?
It's for more money.
Exactly. So the thing is then find something you could do,
Do
to make
other
more
than
money.
that, yeah,
right?
and I agree with that.
And like I say, for me, like that's why I did what I did. It was at the time, yeah, you can make money cooking, right? At a certain point. And what I found out for me was that being in that industry, it became either you had to, kiss ass, or be,
or make your own
Or be
establishment.
enemies.
or
Or
make
be
your own
the- Or
establishment,
be the biggest enemy.
or be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
And so for me, I found that, hey, look, there's something else I like to do I was interested in. Let me go that, because from what I've heard at the time, it pays better. And what I found out is it paid better.
yeah.
And so I made a way for me, And so it's to me, it's all about bettering yourself, because ain't nobody could better you. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
right about that shit. Cause motherfuckers will work you like a dog.
Yeah, but you have a lot of companies out there that are going to do whatever they could to get
Get one over on you.
not say get one over, but they're going to exhaust every penny out of you that they could. You know what I mean? But then you got companies that care, like Chick-fil-A. They apparently they pay
But
their
I just gonna fucking ask you what company care, but they people.
like
got
I said,
some
I
out
said
there.
it
You got
before.
some
I
out there.
asked a dude there, right? He's like, "Hey," I say, why it is y'all always smiling, always pleasant, and all this type of stuff. He say, well, they pay us well, and the training that we go through is very good, and they give us great benefits. They help them go to school. They paying them. I've heard $17 an hour. I mean,
You also missing the fact that they got a tiny robot like stuck into them that is make them all pleasant and shit too. It only
Yeah.
makes sense, bro. Chick-fil-A employees, niggas is the greatest, bro.
yeah, and that's what they say. I mean, I even saw Wendy's try to copy their style a little bit, right?
From outer space.
I go on the Wendy's drive-thru. They had somebody out there with a tablet. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Did they tell you it was their pleasure to help you?
Yes, they did. They did.
Oh
They
shit!
did. And I was like, "Hold
They
on,
catching on. They
Chick-fil-A.
right?" And then I say, "This y'all always gonna do this now?"
Nah,
The lady told me, "Yeah," at the time.
nah.
But I've been on Wendy's line since
Nah,
then,
we
and
was
that
just,
wasn't there.
We was just at
Exactly.
Wendy's the other fucking day.
Exactly. So
Wendy's like, nah, this costing
Nah,
too
fuck
much.
this.
it's a culture
Fuck
it's a culture
this.
thing
Nah.
within the company.
You know what it is too? Like, you literally paying like a Chick-fil-A person $17 an hour to do the same thing a McDonald's person doing for way less than that, bro.
Yeah.
Watch on Chick-fil-A comment on this shit. Well, hell no, we ain't getting paid no 17.
No, we ain't
Shit.
getting paid 17. They happily pay us 25 an hour or some shit like that.
Nah,
What?
but-
I'd be out there smiling like a motherfucker too, boy. What?
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the thing is that, but like the benefits is, if you go to any Chick-fil-A, you will notice that it tends to be a lot of younger people, and if Chick-fil-A they are helping them go to college and stuff like that, like that's another burden off their shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I ain't gotta go get student loans. I ain't gotta do this. And
Yeah,
do
wait
that.
till they elect Bernie Sanders and all that shit free.
Bruh. Anyway,
Bernie for
Anyway.
president. Bernie for president.
That's his
that-
name, right? Bernie Sanders?
yeah, fuck that.
He Jewish? He a Jew or some shit like that, right? Oh, or something
You
like that.
ain't down for Bernie, Dito?
No, I'm not down for Bernie. He is a Jew by ethnicity.
Oh,
He is
okay.
not. He does not believe in the Jewish religion.
What religion he believe in?
As far as I know, he doesn't have one.
But
Uh,
but you know for a fact he don't believe in that.
I don't believe in communism, bro.
No,
Everybody is talking about Trump and Putin. Wait, go look up Bernie. Wait, Bernie used to chill in Russia, bro. Chill in Russia.
It's
Bernie
cold
is.
over there. I'd be chilling in Russia too. The fuck?
Nah.
Let me show you. I
Yeah,
disagree
don't-
with this
I don't
whole.
vote for these
I disagree
motherfuckers.
with this whole work hard and sacrifice and yada yada, bro. All these companies run by is fucking bloodsuckers, bro. So I'm about to bust my ass for no friggin' company, like organization or whatever the case.
But what if you have your own company?
Then I'll just be the first company that's not run by a bloodsucker.
Oh, so you ain't want people bust their ass for you. You want people to slack off.
Nah, I want people to bust their ass because they want to bust their ass for me, not because they feel like they have to. It's a big difference.
So if somebody just there slacking off, how long they got a job?
They ain't gonna have a job too long. Cause I don't want you to slack off, but here's the difference. But here's what you're doing. Here's what you're doing. You saying bust ass or slack off. It ain't even gotta be both, bruh. You could just work, bruh.
Okay, say somebody.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
You could just regularly work. You ain't gotta
So-
bust your ass on my company
So check this
because
out.
it's gonna be nice and easy for you, so it
Uh,
won't feel like you busting your ass to do shit.
One, you could change your mind when you have a company.
Oh
but,
Lord,
but
because you got
but-
like 6 companies, right?
No, but I about to show it to you right now. So check this out, right? You have your company, right?
Mhm.
If somebody's slacking off, they ain't gonna be there too long, right?
Mm-hmm.
But say somebody's there just fulfilling their responsibilities in their job position, right?
Mhm.
They keep their job, right? But now you have somebody come along in that same job position, right? He just come to fill in while this dude on vacation. But he is surpassing everything that this dude is doing. He's going above and beyond the job requirements.
Okay.
What happens when that person comes back? Do you say, "Hey, let me keep the person who is just getting by," or do I give it to? Do I say I gotta let this person go and fill that position?
So why I gotta
What?
let somebody go? Then they go on vacation. You
Yeah.
coming back to work? Why letting them go?
No, you have him there to fill in while the dude is on
But
vacation.
that's not how my company works, though.
This is the scenario I'm putting out though.
Nah.
You have one position that is
okay.
that is filled,
Okay.
and yet this dude goes on vacation, and you take somebody else out of your company
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Hey, I need this position filled while homeboy on vacation," right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he is somebody who is of a lesser stature in terms of job ranking.
But he gets his job
What you-
done, though.
What you
He gets his job done.
what you doing,
Yeah,
DJ?
And he don't slack off.
You're keeping both of the employees.
He don't slack off.
Okay.
But the next employee who fills in his position
Okay.
is doing
Does
a
a lot
better
more.
job.
Okay.
And does a lot more.
Okay. Okay. Answer the question.
Yeah,
Go
go
I'd
ahead.
keep both of them, or I'd find a way to have the first homeboy who on a vacation. He's keeping his job.
Mhm.
Second dude, I'll find a way to like re-sign him or
Promote him?
not promote him, but re-sign him or
What
find
you
a way
mean-
that
What
he
you mean resign
how the
him?
fuck, bro, like bring him back, like bring him back, like try to he temporary. I'm guessing in this scenario.
No, he has another job in the firm in your company.
Okay,
He has another job in your
but he
company.
just is filling in.
He was just filling.
I'd
in.
have a conversation with him and ask him what he prefer to do.
Yeah.
Like yo, so you want to stay at with the position you're doing now, or you want to come where you've been excelling at?
What if he wants to go where he's excelling at? What do you
Then-
do with the person that's there?
Then I talk to the person that's there, and I try to keep them both. I find some way to keep them both. As a person that's running this company, I'll find a way to keep both of them in a place where they're happy at. Or what I'll do with that other person, I'd say, "Hey, try this job out for like a week,
Right.
and tell me if you like that or not."
And this is what I'm saying. It is fine that you would want to try and keep them both, but over time you will find out that you will end up getting rid of him. If you have people that are doing better than him at the jobs that he's doing, if he's just fulfilling the job requirements.
Well,
If he's doing the bare minimum to fulfill the job requirements versus somebody that is going above and beyond, you're always going to pick the person that's above and beyond.
Dito. Me being who I am, that won't happen.
If you say so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in
I,
that scenario, I guess like it depends what type of job it is. You know what I mean?
The reason I say that is because
You need to start watching Suits, nigga.
nah, because
That's what you need to do.
job, but your business is about economics. Your business is about making money. So you want every job to be done at the best efficiency rate that it can be. So if you have somebody that is just being 100% efficient, and then somebody comes in and is 150% efficient, you're always going to choose that because it's better for your company.
No, you know what that means? I have 250% efficiency
No.
between two employees. This is the point you missing, bro. This is the point you missing. If 100% efficient and 150% efficient, pretty much working in the same department, I'm not letting either of them go.
But it's not working in the same. It's two people with one job. Is only one position available. You cannot have two people in that same position.
So you making me choose this dude that doing 150%?
No, if you want to be I'm saying that if you want to put him someplace else in the company, that is fine. But even if you continue to move him around,
and I'm telling you, I will find a way to keep them both in the same job.
And check this out, even if you have it whereas there's a department that they're on a team together, right? And this is your company. What you're going to find out is the people that work with him. What you're going to find out is the people that work with him that's saying, but this dude just doing the bare minimum to get by. He ain't benefiting the team right now.
That's not the bare minimum ain't 100% though.
Huh? Fulfilling the job is 100%. Going above and beyond is more than that.
I say it depends. Like, obviously, the company, what type of company it is. But, like, from your scenario, the guy who was filling in, even though he was doing above and beyond, he would go back to his position. I guess in his position is a smaller or less responsibilities than the one he was filling in for. And they would work their job, and when I get a next position open to bring him there, then he would be there.
Or find a way.
I wouldn't hire.
You the boss, right? It's your company, right?
I wouldn't hire a new. I just would. Because positions, they open up. That's the reality of it. And sometimes you could either hire in or hire a new person.
Or I fuck around
and I pull him up.
I make him a team lead or some shit like that. But that ain't hard, bro. It's about having connections with people, bro. Like if I the company, if I like the boss, it's my company, bro. Then it's just about like making connections.
But what was your overall point, though, as far as
my overall point is you're having somebody that is just doing the bare minimum to get by. He is just fulfilling the job responsibilities.
But ain't that what that's what he applied to do?
Yes, there are job responsibilities that you have them.
But you want people busting your ass for you.
But as in any company, the point of any company, regardless of what it is to create more profit.
Yeah.
That's the point of the company. You may be providing a service or a product, and you may have a research and development team or whatever that betters that service or product, right? And yes, that product gets better. But at the end of the day, you cannot continue to do that unless the company makes money. And so therefore, for the company to make more money, you need better efficiencies.
Or you could change your fucking application to whatever Mr. Ass Buster do, make that the requirements. And tell me what's gonna happen.
No, because that's the thing. But not every single job. Like if somebody is hired to do X, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna use my job for instance, right? We have people that are called lube techs. They are there to change oil and change tires, right? They get paid by the hour. If their cars come in, they change oil, they change tires, right? If they don't have any car to work on and they just sit down, busting around because no cars are coming into them, they're just fulfilling their job requirements, right? But now, if one of them decides, say, hey, look, one of these other techs doing a job, let me go over there and help him. Let me go sweep the floor. Let me show my worth to the company to say, hey, if anything happens, let me give them a reason to keep me around, then let me go.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. And when it comes down to that, with you running a company, you're always going to keep around the person that excels more.
Yeah.
Because because they benefit you more than the person that isn't excelling more.
I mean, if I had a company, I obviously would want. I wouldn't want people busting my ass for me and just working like a dog and they ain't getting paid. But like, I want someone who would go above and beyond.
But that's the thing. I ain't
and
saying
who
they working like a
enjoy,
dog.
who enjoy. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I would want people busting my ass for me, but I wouldn't want them working like a dog and not being underpaid and know what I mean. But I would want someone who enjoys doing more. Know what I mean? Like they don't find it as a hassle to just do something extra in their downtime or if they have the time to do it.
So let me give another example, right? I'm a person that does more at my job, right? If it's times to stay back and do work, I stay back and do work if I have to, right? That's just because of me. That's because of my work ethic, right?
Yeah.
Now, there have been times throughout my jobs in this field where there was so much work that they wanted you to stay back,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And they'd be like, hey, we need y'all to stay back or whatever. I'm here from 9 to 5. You want me to stay back to do more work for you, but you're not. This is where you're working me like a dog because there's nothing you're putting in place to give me a reason to stay back.
Right. Yeah.
There's no enticement to that other than, hey, you could make some more hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that is then working me like a dog, right? If I choose to stay back on my own initiative, that's different. But if you're telling me, hey, I need y'all to stay back because we got all this stuff to do,
Yeah.
that's different. And you're not providing anything to give me that reason.
What if they say stay back or you fired type shit?
They can't do that. Then they'd get sued. Real simple. That real quick.
You get fired.
That real quick, bro.
Yeah, well, they can find some way.
Nah.
They can find some way to can you.
But you got companies who do that. I mean, like, you got management who, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, I guess you don't stay back or you don't help them when they need the help. They start to, you know what I mean? Give you a shoulder or give you the cold shoulder or, like, just act a little different. You know what I mean? As if you don't work hard.
But
type of
that's
thing.
but that's where for me, my thing is to go above and beyond and be more efficient than the rest. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you ain't gonna get rid of me. Like, it'll have to be something ridiculous to happen for you to say I need to let go of him because I'm too valuable at making you money for you to get rid of me.
What if he say to you, well, I got somebody that's busting their ass harder than you.
You say prove it.
Why he don't gotta prove that to you?
Well, I just go someplace else. If you threaten me, I have no.
It ain't a threat though.
But I saying if you saying that, I have no problem walking out the door.
Okay.
I mean, because to me that
As far as
that
job
is
security, that's a
that is essentially a threat. You know what I mean? Because if you say
towards your job.
if you say hey, I got somebody busting their ass more than you, where I know I'm doing 150% efficiency.
Okay, he probably got a nigga that's doing 200.
Yeah, but I know that there are niggas there that ain't even doing 90.
That's what. So he ain't
You
talking with them niggas. He
Yeah.
talking with a 200%er.
But this is what I saying. Even if you have somebody that's 200%, right?
He can't let you go because his 90s around.
Exactly.
So that's why.
Exactly. Because it's about turning the profit.
All right.
It's about turning
I
the profit.
see.
Why am why am I going to flip in? I know I got people here only doing, in an 80-hour work week, only doing 60 hours
It's
worth
like
of
a
work.
mind this shit.
60 hours worth of work, right? And they there slacking off or whatever. They're getting the job done. What they have to be done. That's fine. But I have this dude there sitting over here flipping, doing 120 hours in an 80-hour work week. Why would I get rid of him?
So let me get this straight. You so fucking amazing at your job. Not only that you do what you do, you also got the time to see and watch what every other nigga is doing there too.
I am very efficient at my job.
That ain't answer my question.
Yes, that's the answer to it.
So
Yes.
you good enough. You saying right?
No. The reason I know is because they hand out an hour sheet at throughout the week, so you know how many hours people turn. So you could see where people stack up.
Let me see.
And
You
I
can
am
see the
always up there.
competition.
And this job always about stacking up hours.
That's what the job
80.
is
Somebody
about.
can't just do 80 and be good to go.
That's the bare minimum.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
You can't do the bare minimum in life
Let me
and
get.
pass
All
by.
right, now I get it. Let me get this straight. Because the job I was at before this one was fucking horrible, bro.
Okay.
Right? And I just wanted it to do the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And eventually I left because it was just too retarded, stressful. Office politics wasn't into that shit.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was good enough to like move
Do
up
more.
somewhere. I could have done more if I wanted to, but didn't want to because the management sucked. Like, for instance, if you was my boss, you would suck.
you
You know what I mean?
You have
So-
no morale.
So, yeah, I had low morale. So, but the way you talk, that you don't even give a fuck about that.
No. The way I talk is very different. What I say is,
Get a sticker.
nah, bro, because you find out with somebody. But I'm not just going to get rid of somebody, bro. Right? I'm never just going to get rid of somebody straight out the break. I'm going to find out. The scenario I gave is if you have two people competing with, it's basically going.
So you give me the scenario to get rid of somebody, but nah, you don't get rid of niggas. You don't.
No. I didn't say I don't get rid of
Just
niggas.
give yourself the same scenario.
Right? In the same scenario, I would get rid of the dude that's just doing the bare minimum and keep the one that's doing 100%.
But in some
efficiency.
states, you can't just get rid of people like that.
In
You
some
need a
states,
reason.
you have to
you
give
need
a reason.
to
I have
fire.
Not in Florida.
Huh?
Not in Florida. This is a
Yeah.
no-fault state, buddy.
No, but I'm saying
I could fire
but-
you if I think your fucking sandals dirty.
But-
Get the fuck out of here.
but you
feel what I
gotta.
said?
I'm saying you got companies in different states, and
Yeah.
they gotta give a reason. I mean,
And that's where I could be like, hey, work performance. I have somebody doing a better
Work.
job than you.
work performance.
That's a reason to get rid of somebody. Right?
You right, hey.
And so, but what I'm saying is, you say I would be the kind of boss you hate, but if I see somebody here, right, and they have, depending on their attitude, right, because if somebody just have a stink attitude, I don't want them around no way.
Whether
Right.
they're doing 150% or not.
Depends on the job that they're doing.
There we go now.
No,
My
and this
nigga.
is where I'm saying is I would analyze a person, right, and see whether or not, just how you were saying, you would put him someplace else to see if he's better,
Mhm.
right? That's fine. I would do that too. And if he continues to just do the bare minimum, at a point he's going out the door.
Okay, now I got something for that, right? If I work at your company, right, the bare minimum is 80 hours, right?
Okay.
That's what I was. HR, when I talk to HR, yeah, it's an 80-hour week, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I do my hours, or whatever the case. Somebody come in, they want to do OT, they want to do this, they want to do that, yada, yada. You still can't get rid of me because I'm doing what I even applied to do, what I was told by HR to do. So how can I do my job, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can I do my job? What is the bare minimum? How can I do my job and still get fired or still get let go because somebody else doing something that's not even in the fucking, like, not even on the application. You feel what I'm saying? Like for instance, right? Let's say you cook or whatever the case, right? And I don't know if this might be different. And your designated area is to do like pastries, right?
Yeah.
But then you doing your pastries, nothing wrong with the way you do your pastries.
Yeah.
They bring in another pastry chef, which is cool because they got the spot for it, because it ain't the same position. But then
He doing.
he on the fryer. He doing the frying shit
Yeah.
and the pastries.
Yeah.
So you doing your job. You've been doing your job for years. You go on vacation.
Yeah.
Homeboy handled the pastry and the fryer quite perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So is it fair to let you go and then just keep that dude? Or that's what you doing?
Is it?
He can't let me go for job performance though.
No way he can, based on this nigga.
You just said it was two positions.
I don't care.
You just said it was two positions.
It don't matter though.
Yeah, of course it does.
But it don't matter. They don't. Okay, let's say they didn't need the position. They just did that to bring somebody in.
They did it to bring somebody in.
Okay, okay, let's say it's one position then.
Okay.
It's one position they bring in the fill in for Rico.
Right.
Rico been doing his job for years.
Uh-huh.
Basically, he got good morale, or
Mhm.
whatever the case. And then the dude you bring in to replace him on vacation,
Also got good morale.
yeah, you gonna let Rico go.
And he have more is about efficiency. 'Cause now he's doing he's not
Okay.
he's not just able to do the job that Rico is doing. He's also doing that job and another
Okay,
job.
and then what's gonna happen is when you let Rico go, that could affect the morale of everybody else.
I see that. Hey, I see shit like as far as
But you don't care about that.
as
That's
far as
that's the
y'all
point I'm
go-
trying to
as
make.
far as y'all going about with that, it ain't about firing anybody, but like I've seen in the workplace where someone starts to do another job, right, and then automatically that becomes a part of their job title, and no, for real,
Fuck that.
for real,
Fuck
automatic, and it might not affect them because like
That has happened in your
because
place.
because I've seen this happen before because hold
You
on,
got
hold
onion
on.
onesies, onion got that.
Hold on, because where I was going with this now, I see. So, yeah, they do another activity, and that becomes a part of their job title, and it might not affect them because they took initiative to do it, right? But the next position that comes in, or maybe that person move up, or that person change locations, or get fired, or quit, whatever it is. But the next person that comes in, they're now trained to, know what I mean, to pick up where he left off.
And even his new little thing that he picked
he-
up too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and
but
it's like, yeah, that's not your duty to do that, or
Yeah.
whatnot.
but to fully answer your question, if it was just hey, everything I have is booked right out, everything I have is booked, like all the positions filled and everything like that, I can't justify keeping the both of them because now it raises my labor costs, and you got to keep labor costs for you to be profitable, because if you're not profitable, it don't make sense you being in business, right? So in that kind of scenario, if I have the flexibility to say, hey, look, this dude here is more efficient than you at your job, let me try you out in other places and see what happens. See if this benefits you more.
Okay, Mr.
And,
Businessman.
and if you become, if you are now better at doing the fry position or the saute position or the grill than you are at doing pastries, then I'll put you there because it benefits me.
Here's my point, bro. People make your business go,
Yeah, I agree.
right? People make your business go.
I agree.
So instead of fucking letting somebody go, you the boss. You all about profit, right? Use your profitable brain and figure out a way to keep both without having in
Yeah,
this scenario, there's no way to do this, but other
in-
than letting somebody go.
In that scenario, what happens is you're talking about in a restaurant scenario, and in that case, there's only so many seats in the restaurant.
Yeah.
There's only so many time slots. So it's only so much profit I can make unless people buy a lot of alcohol.
I mean, you get down to like the nitty gritty, like take all the positions out the way. You get down to the head chef, like bro, like in that scenario, yeah, you fired. Know what I mean? You ain't doing the job. Like if
What you mean you ain't doing it? He doing the job though.
yeah, but if they bring someone in who could do the job better than you, and regardless, he might not be the head chef yet. He might be under the head chef or whatever. And this don't go for like where I work, cause where I work, it's different, cause it's a big company. But as far as like mom and pop organizations or family owned, whatever it is, like bro, yeah, they see someone working better than that could do the position better and could make more profit and more creative and whatnot, they'd cut your ass. Or if they feel some type of way, because I've seen this. I've seen the head chef get like demoted for real, bro. Like, and
And y'all was like, stop
Pretty
that.
much. And they brought in someone new, and the dude who they brought in wasn't really cutting it, and they let him go. And
They promote your boy back.
no,
They
they
don't-
hire from
They
within.
don't do that. They don't do that shit.
Yeah.
And,
But
yeah.
that's the whole thing. But if you can find a way to make yourself more profitable by keeping both people, of course you keep both people. But if the cost to profit ratio is changed drastically enough, it affects to the point of you being in business, you can't keep them both, bro.
So-
That's why a lot of small businesses close down, because they can't keep up. Just like this whole switching up to $15 an hour thing now, saying $15 an hour is the minimum wage.
That's too low.
That's too high. That's way too high.
But you see where the fuck we live?
I understand where we live. It don't matter where we live. Check this out, right?
Stick
Check
it
this
out.
out. I can break it down real quick for you. If you raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, right? Just look at McDonald's. You have 10 people there working. So now they was making $10 an hour. Now you automatically raise their pay by 50%. You automatically affect the cost of production. So therefore, every industry that also have to raise their stuff, price of the goods that you have to buy are going to go up. So effectively, it does nothing by raising the minimum wage, because the prices of everything else is going to go up with it. And that ain't even being me speculating. That's just facts of economics, bro. Any economist will tell you that is stupid to do.
And where it really need to hit home is the profits, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong. I believe there's nothing wrong with a capitalist society. I just think, like, they get too greedy. They make too much money. Know what I mean? And that's fucked up. Know what I mean? Obviously, a capitalist society brought us to where we are, and it did bring us, know what I mean, great companies. But they make so much profit, they don't want to. They don't want to pay their people.
So it's okay. It's okay to like get paid way less than minimum wage, but
you get minimum pay for a job with no skills. You get paid minimum wage for a job that has no skill. It's literally an entry level job for people to get work experience. That was literally what minimum wage was designed to do.
And that's
Alright.
for another week of
Yeah.
your opinion don't count. The minimum
Bruh,
wage.
all I'm saying is if you cannot figure out a way to keep both employees, you know what that means? Then you're not a COO that's working at 150%, and we're gonna have to let you go.
No, because you get rid of people. That's how you make.
No, because I'm gonna find a COO that's better than you, that can find a way financially and economically to keep two people.
And you will find out that is not possible in
How?
the scenarios given.
How so?
Because in those kitchen scenarios, there's no way for you to increase profit. So therefore, you are increasing your cost of labor
And
without increasing the profit.
That's why I say, like, in a kitchen scenario, it's tight because they fight for numbers everywhere.
No, you know
But
what
in
happens? I can tell you just what happens. How you keep the both of them. You get rid of servers. You put little tablets on the restaurant table. So hey, I don't have to pay the servers to flipping to. I just have food runners.
Get rid of something.
That's exactly what happens. That's why you go on McDonald's now.
This
McDonald's
nigga
now,
dog.
you ain't even got
This
cashiers
nigga
no
don't
more.
care about
They got
people,
like
bro.
one
All he
cash.
care about is money.
That's what
No,
Walmart do with
that's
the.
economics,
That's
bro.
American
Walmart.
greed.
No, it's just economics.
That's why
bro.
Walmart have all these lanes, but they add on the self checkout
You's a
lane.
car fixer. You ain't a fucking economicist.
And
Advice,
then-
that's the right word?
And then
Economist.
in the new
No,
Economicist.
No. I may not be an economist, right? I may not be an economist.
Economicist, dog.
But
I'm making up words out
I've
there.
lived with one, and she will tell you the exact same thing I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, well, y'all some horrible bosses. That's all it is. That's all it is. Y'all them bosses that get pranks and shit played on y'all.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, we out. Deuces, DJ, tell them where to find us.
I
Tito,
mean, and since you wrapping it up, you can you can tell them.
shit. type in YODC or something on YouTube. Know what I mean?
Or something. No.
Follow us.
search
Follow
your
us
opinion.
at your opinion don't count.
Oh
Name
man, did this do message?
Hey,
Facebook.
let me get back to my job, okay?
Facebook,
I do at 150%.
We on Facebook?
All right, hold on. Cause you ain't.
Are
This
we
ain't
on
100%.
Facebook?
Yes, we on Facebook.
This ain't 100%. Guys and gals, it's your opinion don't count. Y'all can follow us on Twitter at Your Opinion Don't Count.
Follow us on Twitter at Your Opinion Don't Count.
Facebook at Your Opinion Don't Count.
Facebook at Your Opinion Don't Count.
Instagram at Your Opinion Don't Count _YODC.
Instagram at Your Opinion Don't Count _YODC.
Also on YouTube, as y'all know, Your Opinion Don't Count. And also, we got a...
Also on YouTube, as y'all know, Your Opinion Don't Count. Go on. I let them know where to find us, bro. I let them know.
Hey.
So I get it
we
down
also-
for next time.
We also got a PayPal link in the description in case y'all want to support us and, continue that love that y'all show for us. We'd appreciate that as well.
We also have a PayPal link in the description. Appreciate that if y'all wanted to support us.
Okay.
And
Okay. Who you keeping?
Huh?
Who you keeping?
For that job, it would definitely be DJ.
You fired.
God
You fired,
damn, I'm
nigga.
fired, I'm out.
You fired
I'm
now.
out.
But also in the next week or two, we could be back up on SoundCloud, and
Big facts.
we're gonna get on iTunes, so y'all could subscribe on iTunes.
You see that shit?
You know what I mean?
That's another 50. I could have been 200% if I knew that.
Hey,
That's crazy.
and
You fired though.
and
You fired.
and we working. We
I quit,
have
buddy.
in the works the Your Opinion Don't Count website. So hopefully soon we can have up the merchandise, so y'all could be purchasing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get
but
Your Opinion
I
Don't
quit,
Count
buddy.
T-shirts.
You quit.
Before y'all can fire me.
So yeah, we appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one.